What's up, witches? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let's see what the main energies that we're dealing with today. Let me get some of my coffee here. Happy full moon. You guys feeling this one? I know I am. Uh, Jupiter. Yeah, 6, rite of passage, expansion. There's an expansion in people's thinkings. Aries. There's been a lot of Aries energy lately. You know, someone's making waves with a decision that they're getting ready to make or they've just made, right? It's something about a seeds of intention that are being planted for the future, right? This person, right? In order to plant seeds of intention for the future, you have to figure out what it is you want in the future, right? So somebody has figured out what they want in the future. They're making a decision or a move towards it, and it's going to cause a lot of waves, I feel like, right? Because usually when, like, that's the waves, right? There's the crossroads. And there's the harvest that I'm talking about. Somebody's getting ready to make a decision or they've made a decision that's causing some waves. Pick up, see, got some past life energy here. A lot of lessons in trusting faith. Yeah, someone's had to make like a leap of faith. Whatever decision that's been made here. There's a lot of lessons here about trust and faith, right? And I'm getting that Serendipity says it in the movie Dogma, right? She's a muse, and she's just like, it's not what you believe, it's just having faith in what you believe in, right? I got the persecution and inquisition here, right? Like people fighting over beliefs, who's right and who's wrong, right? And it's like, that's what she says in the movie. She's like, you guys have your brains, your brains have got to catch up, right? Faith is something that comes naturally to everybody, right? And there's some sort of union here, right? There's definitely a past spouse energy. So whoever you're relating to within this reading was someone that you were married with before. There probably was one or the both of you had some sort of belief at the time. There's wars and battles going on about beliefs, having to defend your beliefs. Bride in a cage. A sense of somebody, like, especially when it comes to this past life, this person was forced to hide their beliefs. Colorless angel. Or forced to, like, change their beliefs, right? And it left them feeling very disconnected from source. Because what you believe in, like, I try to explain it in so many different ways for everybody. Because it really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you think the higher beings you're talking to are angels or communicating with or working with are angels. It doesn't matter if you think they're past loved ones. It doesn't matter if you think they're Pleiadians and you're a walking. It doesn't matter what you believe. In order to manifest anything with that belief, you have to have trust and faith in what you believe. And it's one of those deeply rooted things in everybody where your beliefs are your core beliefs. Your core beliefs are how you manifest, right? Right? Some of us find strength in grounding, in rain purifications, in dreamtime creation, right? There's a call here to remember who you are, right? ground back down into your foundations, right? You do some deep grounding. I like rain purification. It's cold right now, so you could do something more like a tub or a shower ritual. I love taking, who should we go with today? I love taking, if you can find them, the stick herbs. Stick herbs, does that make sense? The herbs that are fresh herbs that are in sticks, the dried herbs that are in sticks. You can get like eucalyptus and lavender, and you can put them in like one of those mesh bags and hang it from your shower head. Right? And then when it steams up in the bathroom, it'll steam up that bag right there. It's a great way of doing a purification ritual. Especially with the eucalyptus. Eucalyptus is great for clearing energy. You can even sit down in the tub, ground down, envision the water running over you, drawing out the negativity. You can feel it running down you and around your whole body, and then you can feel it going down down over your legs onto the base of the tub, and then running down the drain. Or you could do Epsom salts and soak in a tub. Light some candles, get some crystals going. Right? Sit, relax, meditate, listen to whatever you listen to that brings you to that place. And then when you're all said and done, here's the secret. You stay in the tub while the water's draining out. And as it's draining out, you focus on all that energy, all the negative energy being drawn out too. And then I always suggest take a shower. That's just my personal preference. I have to take a shower after a bath. Picking up two energies here, right? There's something going on. There's some masks being worn. There's something weird about the foundation of whatever's going on with these two, right? It's like they don't see everything. Some things they see, I don't know, they don't like what they see, right? I've got a feminine energy who's coming off as a masculine energy, this Jack of Swords, right? Kind of, someone who's a bit slick with their words, right? They're kind of overseeing, they're kind of watching stuff that's going on, they're just kind of paying attention. I guess they're not thinking from a nurturing, mothery, you know what I'm saying, type of energy. They're kind of tapped more into, this could be a feminine that acts more like a masculine, right? They're kind of tapped into that masculine energy of that's sitting back on ego and logic and watching and seeing what's going on, right? And whatever they're doing, I think get that they're trying to see if it's going to hurt anybody's feelings, right? Because we've got someone who's got a lot of love in this situation, but he's on this side and he's really defending himself from this. Whatever's going on here, he's trying to defend his heart, right? This person could have come off as heartless, but really they're a king of cups. That's what their whole problem is they're really deep down. Like, this could be someone who could have like a lot of really masculine signs in their big three, but they're like, or in their sun and rising. Yeah, sun, moon, and rising could be like very masculine dominated signs, but then like their Venus is in like Pisces or some really feminine sign. You get what I'm saying? So it's like their heart is actually very sensitive compared to their outer exterior, right? There's definitely some balance coming into here, right? Here's the other one, right? Get eye for an eye, right? Look, there's a sword for a tongue here, and then there's a sword in the eye. So I get like someone had their tongue removed and someone's gone blind. So I get the image, and this is on the 3D. So on the 3D, someone can no longer speak about a situation, and someone can no longer watch a situation, right? So someone's watching, but they can't speak, and someone's speaking, but they can't see what's really going on. Get what I'm saying? Do you get what I'm saying? That's very specific. All right, so someone's being very quiet and someone's can't see. I get that, like, hear no evil, speak no evil type of energy, right? On the 4D, the divine feminines are doing a lot of the thinking, right? They're in a lot of control of what's going on with the thought process, and they're in a lot of focus of what the thinking is about, right? Because that's what the 4D is. That's that telepathic communications, right? There's a Queen of Pentacles. There's a feminine that's grounded down. She's in her, yeah, in a divine feminine energy for nurturing and creating, right? She's going through a rebirth. We got this Ace of Cups again, right? She's operating from an Ace of Cups center, right? This person is regrounded. I always talk about Ace of Cups is like being a fountain of love, right? There's an automatic pump that just keeps running, right? And that's how your energy gets. Your energy field, you know, comes down and up and then waves around you and creates like how do you, like arc the arc reactor that Iron Man has. You know what I'm saying? That little thing, you know how it's like it looks like a donut of energy, I guess you could say. You have a giant donut of energy around you. Boy, that sounds lovely. I hope you understand what I'm saying, right? You are radiating so much feminine energy. It is out of control. What? You get Empress and Princess of Pentacles. So that's Queen of Pentacles, Rebirth, Ace of Cups, Empress, Princess of Cups, right? You're just radiating love energy everywhere. On the 5D, there's definitely a King of Wands energy here that's very attached to a Two of Cups soul connection, right? There's that Four of Pentacles, right? This person's like, but there was some foundation and we did get some fruit from whatever it was that we were working on, right? I get, and this is what I was getting, the High Priestess in this situation walked away from it, right? Because he's sitting here on the fence with the fruit, right? And this energy, right? High Priestess. There's the fruit, pomegranate seeds, right? I always get the image of Persephone, right? After she eats the pomegranate seeds while she's with Hades during the winter. And I get this person's walked away and it's been a long winter type of energy. There was a decision. Someone made a decision. I said that crossroads, right? I think someone made a decision and someone needs to make a decision in this situation here. That's what the 5D is getting at. Knight of Wands for sure needs to make a decision. You got a King of Wands and a Knight of Wands right there, right? Could be masculine fire signs. Could be someone who just has a lot of fire in their chart. There's this King of Cups again. This person deals with a lot of bickering around them. I get they deal with a lot of bickering children. They deal with a lot of bickering children, right? And I get that the children even bicker among themselves, right? We got 5 kids here. Right? We get those 3 over there on the 5 of Swords side, right? They're causing chaos. They're fighting all the time. They're like cutting up. And then you got these 2 over here, right? that are like kind of peaceful and off to the side of this, right? But they still want, some of them want to keep going with this energy, right? With where the fruits were, right? But these ones don't. And notice how these ones are out in the cold fighting, cutting each other up. And these two are sitting there and they're just kind of sharing more with each other and not worrying about these three. I don't know what that has to do with specific for some people. There's definitely just an energy, right? And he's right in the middle. He's right in the middle. Right? Connected to both cards. You get kind of the lasso too. Like, look what's going on. Look what's going on here. You got these two over here that are chilling, right? So he doesn't have to really worry about them. There's still the cords that are connected to them. But what is he running towards? He's running towards these three with the lasso, trying to get them under control. I mean, it don't have to be actual children. It could be like, you know, what are their bros or whatever the hell group they hang out with. But there's definitely a cluster of energy here. And there's a lot of them that are acting immature. And there is a super intense lover's soul connection here. That's what's causing all the chaos. You got the hangman here, right? Six of Wands just floating along, but there's some sort of victory. Queen of Wands. I always get this interesting with this hangman and this one is it's because the hangman, I forget, playing dead with this. And there's some sort of victory here with the Queen of Wands. What's the deal with this Queen of Wands? Alright. Alright, so we got someone here. I get like that playing dead type of energy, right? They're playing dead and just kind of watching and seeing what's happening, right? That's what the hangman does, right? And there's something about, I don't know, right? Yeah, there's 5 piranhas. You know what I'm saying? There's 5 piranhas around. They got the 6 of Wands here. I like how it's in like the boat, like the 6 of Swords. That they're trying to get towards this Queen of Wands. So definitely divine feminine energy here, right? We got King of Cups. The other one was Knight of Cups. My bad. So we got King of Cups and Queen of Swords down here. So there's a balance with whatever feminine this is, right? They can have a highly yeah, well their energy is attractive, right? It attracts even wolves around them. See the dog there, right? It's that fiery yet sensual energy, right? And then we got this King of Cups. That's where his heart energy is flowing towards, right? And we got this Queen of Swords over here. There's something about someone, like I said, someone can't talk and someone can't see, right? I get that maybe either she can't talk or he can't talk. I get the sense that he can't talk, but he can still see, right? He's just focused on getting his ducks in a row, right? He's trying to get shit under control. I get the sense that this dude's got a lot of chaos around him, right? And that's the big decisions that he's having to go through is like just trying to get all these fucking ducks in a row, right? I don't know why I always get that Caddyshack thing, right? It's like, well, all the ducks aren't really in a row, but they're all in the same pond, so that's something, right? They're trying to get control over the childish energy, right? Trying to get everybody, right? And then this is funny because these two go together too. Oh. Oh. Better get into this before I bounce out, right? Look how they're working together, right? He's getting the ducks in order, and she's like, we're going to go ahead and shut this bitch up real quick, right? That's that squawking card that I'm always getting on that's in this deck, right? She's like, we're going to shut this bitch up, right? So that he can get his fucking ducks in a row, right? All right. I get the energy here of someone's already gone through this cycle of learning energy and attracting energy and building on that, right? And doing something with that, right? This is someone who's gone through a hermit mode and they learned how to manifest something, right? There's something around the lines of some of it was a little too good to be true energies that happen, right? It's I get a sense of like they got cocky, right? At some point, like with what they were trying to manifest, something bit them in the ass. But they're trying to refocus their energy back on rebuilding their prosperity at this point. Yeah, like I said something bit them in the ass, but they're getting a victory over it, right? Or they're getting some justice. See how the knife cut the snake in half and the snake's biting the hand? Something bit them in the ass, right? But they've learned. They've learned some powerful lessons about manifesting energy here, right? And they're gaining some balance with it, right? Like I said, there's the spy, there's somebody watching. Get that there's a lot of passion around this situation. There's a lot of passion around the situation. There's a lot of secrets. There's a lot of seems to be phases to it, right? There's some sort of like get the energy that they're trying to manifest from behind a wall, like that's why they watch. There's a lot of passion and it's like they can't stop watching. So they're like peeking through. I get like peeking through a fence. Like they're peeking through whatever they can peek through, right? And they're messing with whatever energy that they could mess with, right? Could even be under a fake account making comments, things like that, liking your pictures and engaging with your profile even though you can't see it's them. Ten of Swords reversed. Ten of Swords reversed. Well, I need clarification on that. Right? There's that squawking ass bitch, right? I'm always talking about with this deck, right? There's the bird, right? He's covered in swords and in that clutches, but it's reversed, right? There's been a doorway that's open for this person. I told you they've got working on manifesting something. They've manifested themselves. Come here, you. Right? A doorway. Again, it could even be like they figured out the telepathic connections or how to manipulate or how to work with the telepathic connections, right? There's some sort of doorway that's been open here, right? There's definitely energies of someone who's moved away from a third party situation, right? And in moving away from this third party situation, it's caused like the star energy, that star ace of swords here. It's caused a shift in focus because when you moved your energy away, it was like there was no doubt. Your energy was no longer around to mingle with anybody else's energy. And it was like, okay, I for sure now know what that person's energy feels like. And they've done little things, right? They've done little things to see if what they've done can cause an effect because they can watch but they can't speak. So they do these little manipulations to see if things will happen that they can see happening from what they can peek through on the fence and see, right? Because they're out in the cold, but they're working towards some sort of Ten of Pentacles reunion here, right? Right, I get they're still on the other side of the doorway, but they're working towards this energy. We got Page of Wands, Eight of Cups. Someone's acted very immaturely in the past. They could have had addictions and other problems like that, and they might have done some shady shit. I got Temperance here, right? Where they've found balance now, but they've got a lot of secrets about the past, and that's something that they need to, it's a rite of passage that they have to get past, what, forgiving themselves, right? We got the Fool here and the Wheel of Fortune. You get the kind of thing, it's like if you really want that Wheel of Fortune to get rolling, you're going to have to make a leap, right? There we go. I get the energy of this person can only save themselves if they take moves, right? They have to actually physically move to leave the past behind. I get that there's a lot in their past that's around them, right? That's why they can't tell energies apart anymore. Why? They are bombarded by so many energies that are right there in their face all the time that it just causes so much chaos, right? And that's just the chaos of like the people around them. Then you got all that immature energy too, right? That they've got to deal with, right? Meanwhile, when they're on their own in their own alone with their own mind, what are they doing? They're playing with the telepathic connections and seeing if that door is still, if at least that door is still open. Like, if I do this, will I get their attention tomorrow? Will I get, you know what I'm saying? Definitely been some interesting things going on here, right? I get that whatever's going on is changing how this person's kind of viewing a lot of things like religion, spirituality, things of that nature, past lives, all that. The Bride in the Cage. Just be mindful that you don't break promises to yourself or promises to other people that make you break promises to yourself, right? That colorless angel, they need to reconnect to source, right? Because she's over persecution and battles, and he's over trees and the spouse, right? And I get, yeah, they're scared to connect to that energy, and they're scared of being accosted for their faith, right? And this whole message in this reading is about making leaps and trusting in faith, right? It's a time to ground down into who you are, right? Do a lot of grounding, strength, where your strengths lie, right? Purify yourself of that negative energy, right? And listen to your Dreamtime creations. This card is also about how the breath, breathing things into life, right? How thoughts become things, right? And it's that type of created energy, all right? All right. I'm going to leave it at that. Blessed be all those who walk these weird and winding paths with me. I love y'all, and I'm going to be back just as soon as I can, I promise. I just have one message too, right? When it comes to Aries, energy, and I know I'm a triple fire sign, so I know I tend to get into a lot of arguments. It's just before you get into any argument or any battle or anything or let anybody fire you up about anything, just think to yourself, is this the hill you really want to die on today? Right? Is this the one you really want to ruin a friendship over? Is this the one you really want to, have to deal with for the next 2 weeks? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's easier to just walk away from a battle than to engage, and sometimes that hurts the other person's feelings more than anything else. All right, I love y'all, and I'll be back as soon as I can, I promise.